football's greats have called home. Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, where these fans are ready to turn the dogs loose. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the LSU Tigers, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. Fair catch, called for and made. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will get the first possession of the game. And here he is. Let me tell you about this wide receiver. He is a route-running DB, toasting, pass-catching, touchdown-scoring, woo, son of a gun.
I can't wait to see how this defense is going to try and corral this guy, because you play man-to-man, you risk him running right by you and catching the deep ball, but you play zone and you give him the opportunity to potentially make yards after the catch. You're going to have to be really careful trying to cover that.
The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot, it takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Working the middle. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going
to take a shot. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
Well, that just shows you how much this quarterback trusts his baller wide receiver. He was double covered on that play, and still the QB tried to force it over to him.
Fakes his man out. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense, because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
29 Philly.
Pulls it and fires to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Uga trying to make this red zone trip pay off. Dialing up a second down pass play. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. The aerial assault continues. He's got his man. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Quarterback checking off. Looking to throw on second down. Touchdown, Dogs! And they jump on top.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So LSU's offense will take the field for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Trying to get behind the defense. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense did. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
LSU right back to the line. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Back in this defense on third down. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. All the way back to the 15. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really I think for them, it's just staying out of their own way. They're making plays. They've got the playmakers to go and win this game, so it's just a matter of executing better.
Executing better, understanding I still got the lead. Put a drive together here and build on that lead.
Trying to find his man on first down. He's right on target. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. First down to start the drive after the break. Hand off from the shotgun. And he could not get loose on the run.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
Slipping, sliding, dancing his way down to the 32.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep him honest and pound that rock.
They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the chains for the first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. That incompletion leads to second down and 10. He's looking to throw. Dumps it to the back. And it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return. And the freshman just showed those great ball skills and snatched it right out of the air. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that.
And he's running in the open. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Reeled it in and just made the house call.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. They'll start this drive with a pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. Now on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Finds his man. It's Brooks.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback. And now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
Comes out throwing on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's caught inside the 15. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Quick release on the RPO. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. And the Bulldogs will hustle to the line. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Georgia.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air. And this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain. Right back to the well. On the move is the 30. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusive.
He's got it inside the 15. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, LSU.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Michigan State has the lead right now. Feels like it's been that way since Sparty's run out, but this has been a nip and tuck affair inside Spartan Stadium. They're up by 7 over Northwestern. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They make the stop of this running game, moves the chains as they get the first down. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a first down on the ground.
Yeah, and you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
Looking to throw on second down. Grab near the marker. It's Brooks. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain. The Dogs come to the line with a new set of downs. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call.
False start, offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. He wants to throw it. Pressure coming. He's going to run it. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And
he makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Sometimes it just takes an offense a little while to settle into the game, and David, it seems like they have here in the second.
No doubt, you get those nerves out, you get a few of those hits in, everybody starts to get a little bit of rhythm, and now you start to see it, Palmer. They're starting to put some points on the board.
Yeah, they're lathered up, I think, on the field. I think the play caller has also gotten himself into a bit of a rhythm here, too.
Dropping back, it's Gage. Still looking, on the move. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to go up top on first down. He finds his man. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. This guy is just wearing them out. Another first down, already has a couple of touchdowns in the first half, David.
He has been a problem for this defense, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to continue to feature him. He's winning his matchups. I'm going to find him. It's just the first half, and he's already had himself a full game's worth of stats.
Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. LSU now operating in the red zone. Looking to pass on second down. Throws to the back. Makes the grab. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Third down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. Looking to throw for it. Using the quick game. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Tigers have it in scoring position on first and goal. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Well, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. It is perfect. Hold on just a second. A flag down. Let's see what's up with that. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the middle. It's caught. Off he goes. At the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Dogs!
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone inside that stadium in Athens to take a deep breath and kind of digest what we just saw. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas between the hedges in Sanford Stadium.
Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think again, if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. LSU quick to the line. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect.
Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. And the big dog got him again. And Georgia can be judicious when they blitz because they get pressure from the guys up front.
So nice having a defensive line that hunts. And year after year, Georgia finds these guys, but the double guys, the guys that can double sacks in a game, double-digit sacks in a season, these guys make your defense really special.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Lost one deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
And that is a huge play in terms of field position. Nice job by the punter. And how about the Gunners getting downfield to down that ball?
First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Touchdown! First down here for the offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
After the incompletion, it's second and 10 from their own 25. He's looking to throw. Going up top. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up on an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Back to throw, it's Gage. Gets it out fast. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. And LSU starting to get that passing attack cranked up.
And this is a unit that typically LSU is as good as they are at quarterback. We know they're going to be physical. We know they got athletes all over the field. But when they get really good quarterback play, those teams are really special.
The Tigers in the hurry-up. He's going to pass on second down. Buys a little time. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Tigers are marching down the field. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. After the flag, it's 1st and 5 for the offense. They'll leave it with him. Touchdown, Tigers! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
He gets in there for the two-point conversion and pushes the lead to 3.
LSU 31, Georgia.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
15. Sets a kickoff.
He'll call for the fair catch here. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
He wants to pass it on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Brooks. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
That is a really good-looking throw. And you think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. When you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
They want to get this defense on its heels. He's looking for a man on second down. Pulls it in. It's Brooks. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He fires one deep over the middle. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! They'll line up to go for 2. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And here's the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right?
Fires into traffic, picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength, it's literally, I know what...
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stop follow and get you the football.
And I think here, too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Looking for a man. It's Gage. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. And they were looking for a chunk. They got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. A big gain there as they did a tremendous job working the middle of the field.
Yeah, and if you're going to complete that throw, Reese, quarterbacks have got to play with anticipation. You've got to get it out of your hands early and give your receiver an opportunity before the defense gets to the ball.
And the Tigers are in the hurry-up.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Out of the gun, the inside give.
And how frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Might be looking to run. He's going to take off. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Oh, he's going to remember that one for sure, man. He did a nice job getting outside the pocket, but at that point now, he's got to be on high alert. He knows this defense is going to be coming flying at him. He'll be doing a better job sliding or running out of bounds the next time that happens in this game. I guarantee you that.
Trying to show their strength with the run on 4th down. LSU will get a first down.
Gotta love the physicality on 4th down and short. You know what's coming. They hand the football off to the running back. No secret, but he plays physical, gets behind his pads, and gets the first down.
Finds his big tight end. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. LSU looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Red pass, it's complete. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put... They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. He's got an open man. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the 3rd. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Keeps the play going. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Back to the line after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 37. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
QB now has over 400 yards passing, guys, and you got to give everybody else in his supporting cast a ton of credit. Receivers, great job running routes, catching the football, and this offensive line has been outstanding, giving him time to throw.
And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Gets it out quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. A lot of urgency for this offense. Back to the air one more time. Grabbed behind the line. It's Brooks. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Give to the running back. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. 4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. Wide out in motion. On 4th down, looking to pass. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. And the Dogs will keep this drive going.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on 4th down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their faith in their players to come up with the execution and make it happen?
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Dogs!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Rhodes. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. LSU right back to the line. The hand to the running back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. The give on the inside. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
He'll come out throwing on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Gage. On the move to his left. Still on his feet at the 45. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Really nice timing. Nice job by the quarterback. He drops back to pass, but how about saving your best for when it matters most late in the ballgame? Biggest run of the day in a big moment.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quarterback moving. Open space at the 25. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tigers. That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they need. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Trying to beat the D deep. Underneath toasted coverage. Got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Georgia! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Miami is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that may get its own 30 for 30 after this one. They're up by 39 over Pittsburgh. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Trying to get to him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass. It's Gage. He makes the connection. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They're going to throw it again. He finds a dead spot in the middle. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Now we've got a little game pressure, and we'll see how the offense responds in a three-point game, Jesse.
I can't wait to see this quarterback and how he's going to be able to handle that pressure, David.
And he just just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. He'll bring it back looking for help. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They're starting to feel a little desperation here, David. They just can't press yet.
Hey, it's go time. We got to put some drives together, down multiple possessions, Jesse. We don't have any time to waste.
Yeah, so at this point of the...
Hit the gas, kid! Wide open ahead. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. To the air. It's Gage. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Now from inside the red zone. Looking for the score. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe... Just under 40 seconds to go, and it's going to come down to whether they can get this onside kick to have a shot. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Looking to move it through the air. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. They've got them pinned back, and they're trying to rattle their eardrums. Listen to this crowd. To the air, it's Gage. Zings it complete to the right. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Offense uses a timeout, 17 seconds left on the clock. Going up top on first down. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver.
Well, you look at the clock, we've got time for one more play, but they're out of Hail Mary range here, needing a touchdown to win this game. This is going to be a last-second, last-chance play that they practice, by the way, throughout the week. It's going to involve probably a lot of laterals. We've seen crazier stuff happening.
He's got it on the left. And they fight him to the bitter end, all the way down to putting some more numbers in the stat column, but they'll come up a little short as time expires. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up, and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use